Dog bites pose a serious risk to children, who account for around 60% of all victims each year. About 4.5 million bites happen in the U.S., with nearly 800,000 needing medical care. That's a lot. Well, here with more on a new dog safety course is Mike Gibbons, Director of Development for the Hallie Hill Animal Sanctuary. And it's such an important topic to be discussing. We were just having a chat before we got started that, you know, you've got a dog at home and a child thinks, well, I can just go up to any dog because mine's sweet and I'm going to get the same reaction. But this education program is just critical.
That's right. We want to teach kids, you know, how to read the body language of an animal, to see the signs that a dog will share with you, that maybe it's uncomfortable or anxious, so that there can be a positive interaction. A lot of dogs are super friendly and like to be around people. Others that maybe they haven't been as socialized, and so we want to teach kids how to properly approach any dog they might come across. And sometimes the answer is to not approach the dog.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter the size either.
That's right.
Because a small dog can pack quite the bite as well. But even if it's a very docile animal, you could startle it.
That's right.
You know, and kids can be a little bit on the rough side too.
Yep. And that's what we encourage kids. Don't go up to an animal that's eating, for example.
Oh, yes.
Food aggressive can be something that an animal can respond to. It's not a bad dog. It's not. It's not that it's a. You know, that's how they can sometimes react. Sure. And you know, what we teach with the kids is the 3 P's: to pat, pet, and pause. So when you see someone's dog out in public, first thing, obviously, ask the owner, is it okay if I approach your dog? Right. Most owners will tell you yes or no, and you can't.
Sure.
Then we tell them, pat your leg, and the dog will approach you. Then you can pet the dog on the back, not in the head, don't pull the tail. Pat just a couple times, and then pause. Let the dog decide if it wants to continue to be, you know, to be petted, and you know, that way the dog can kind of let you know. And we also encourage them to look at the signs that the dog is giving you. You know, some of the noticeable ones: a tucked tail, trimmering, cowering. But there's other ones that are subtle ones, like if a dog's licking its lips, for example.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a certain discomfort that it's having, that it's getting nervous and anxious. And at that point, just ease up and let the dog have its space. So, because it's a real stressor on a dog too.
Absolutely. Well, when we think about these statistics, that's a lot of people that get bitten by dogs every single year, and it's the dog that usually gets the bad rap. Not that it isn't unheard of that a dog can just be aggressive and untrained and be at fault, but you know, what does this say for the reputation of the dogs and their owners when really the situation should have been approached the way you've described it?
Right, and you know, certain breeds get certainly more attention than others.
Indeed.
But really any dog, it's any individual.
Yeah.
They're just like people in terms of, you know, you can have your breeds and whatnot, but individually they vary from dog to dog. And so you want to be mindful of each one's different personality, and the ones that want to be left alone, you want to leave them alone.
Yeah, all right. So the program is for what ages?
Kids 5 to 12, and they can either come out to the sanctuary and we can have a course and they can actually interact with the dog there, or we will go into schools and we'll bring some of our dogs who we know are great at interacting with kids, and they can. You know, surprisingly, that you know, you go into these schools and there's kids who either haven't been around dogs, or some kids who are a little afraid of dogs. And we want to teach them that it's okay to maintain a healthy distance. You don't have to engage with any dog.
Sure.
But if you want to, you know, we bring dogs that we know that they can interact with.
Break through that phobia.
That's
almost, right? What about for the parents? Because it's one thing to teach the kids, but the parents also need to learn those same
one
lessons.
of the things we always stress is to teach the parents to teach the children. Always ask. Right. I have a very friendly dog, and if anybody wants to come see my puppy dog, no problem. I know this dog, it's fine. You know, we encourage him, just pat general.
What kind of a dog do you have?
It's a purebred mutt.
Oh, is it really?
Who came from Hallie Hill, actually.
Did it really? So, that's wonderful.
But you know, there's other dogs. I've had dogs in the past who got a little skittish around kids, and so it's important for parents to teach the children that not all dogs are the same.
Yeah, and it sounds like the program's fun too. So it's not just a lecture.
Oh no.
There's a lot of interaction.
Yeah. It's a lot of interaction, and also when we're talking with kids, they love to tell you about their pets, and I love to hear about it. So that's a great way to engage the kids, to say, you know, and it's also fun to say, okay, who's got an animal besides a dog or a cat? To hear all the different animals people have, it's a lot of fun.
That's great, and it's free?
Absolutely.
Okay, wonderful.
This was done through actually a grant from the Exchange Club of Charleston.
Yes, fantastic. And how do people find out more information? How often do you hold these classes?
As people contact us, we schedule them, and they can go on our website and find more information and reach out to us, and we'll get a time set up and bring a dog out.
You know, it's probably a good time now to do it too, because as the holiday season kicks in, a lot of people do get dogs for the holidays.
Yes,
so
they
you
do.
might see a few more on leashes around the neighborhood.
They
so
do.
this is a good time to do
And
it.
speaking of leashes, that's one of the things that we also try to stress is a lot of people, if there are areas where you can take dogs off leash and people say, oh, my dog's great with other dogs. But
Yeah.
you have to remember, not all dogs that are on leash are great with other dogs. And so it's really important that if your dog's off leash, that you are able to quickly leash it when possible so it doesn't engage a dog or a child that may be uncomfortable with it.
Terrific. Mike, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate your time. We'll be back in 2 minutes.